Flight time, it's time for my favorite portion of the game show. It's time for the game of the day.
Game of the day.
And as I mentioned at the top of the show, you're going to play a game all about your 3 adventures racing around the world. So hopefully our amazing race conversation brought back many memories of your travels. This game is called Which Race Is It? Which race is it? And here's how the game works. I will read you a statement that pertains to one of the 3 seasons of The Amazing Race that you and Big Easy competed on. After I read the statement, all you have to do is tell me which Amazing Race season that statement is referring to. Season 15, Season 18, Unfinished Business, or Season 24, All-Stars. The statements could be about any aspect of the race, including challenges, other teams, pit stop placements, and leg locations. And keep in mind, the statements don't necessarily have to pertain to you and Big Easy. I have a total of 14 statements, and Flight Time, if you can answer 7 of the 14 statements correctly, you will cross the finish line first and be declared a winner. So Flight Time, you may have lost the Amazing Race 3 times, but are you ready to redeem yourself by winning this game of Which Race Is It?
Let's do it.
Then let's play Which Race Is It? And Flight Time, here comes your first statement. This season traveled to a country that has only been visited twice in the history of The Amazing Race, the second time being in Season 30.
Would that be Liechtenstein?
So does that mean you're saying your answer is The Amazing Race 18?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Liechtenstein has only been visited during Season 18. The correct answer is The Amazing Race 15, and the country is the Czech Republic. Brad fact.
Oh man, you're better at this game than I am.
Don't worry, we'll get one. Here we go, next statement. This season featured an episode titled Down and Dirty, which was a quote said by you during that episode's leg.
Down and dirty. Let's see, when did we get down and dirty? I'd say that was Season 18.
It was Season 24. Down and Dirty was the 6th episode title. The leg took place in Sri Lanka, and you said the quote while performing the Sheets Detour. Brad fact.
I'm getting down and dirty. I'm getting down and dirty.
I don't even remember that one.
Next statement. Of the 3 races that you competed on, this race is the only one in which you did not perform 3 roadblocks in a row.
Would that be Season 24?
No, that was Season 18.
All right, I'm great at this.
On The Amazing Race 15, you performed the roadblock during legs 2, 3, and 4. And on The Amazing Race 24, you performed the roadblock on legs 1, 2, and 3. Brad fact. Next statement. Of the 3 races that you competed on, this is the race that traveled the least amount of miles during the race course.
Season 24?
Season 24 is correct.
All right.
Yeah, The Amazing Race 24 only traveled approximately 23,000 miles. The Amazing Race 15 traveled approximately 25,000 miles. And The Amazing Race 18 traveled approximately 40,000 miles. Brad fact. Flight Time, you're on the board. You have 1 correct answer. And here comes your next Amazing Race statement. This race was the only one you competed on that did not visit the most visited Amazing Race country.
All right, let's see. Was this Season 24?
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The most visited Amazing Race country is China, which you did not visit during Season 15. Brad fact.
Oh, okay.
Here comes your next statement, Flight Time. All 3 Amazing Race seasons that you competed on traveled to a European country for the first time in the show's history. This is the only one of the 3 seasons that featured a pit stop in the new European country.
Would this be Season 15?
Season 15 is correct.
All right.
Season 15 traveled to Estonia, where there was a pit stop in leg 9. Season 18, you traveled to Liechtenstein in leg 9. And Season 24 featured a stop in Wales during leg 11. But both of those countries did not contain a pit stop. Brad fact. You now have 2 correct answers. Next statement. A pit stop location during this race was featured on a previous race where teams had to climb the location's steps to find their next clue.
Find the steps to get your next clue. That was in Season 18.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. It's Season 24. The Batu Caves in Malaysia was the pit stop during Leg 4, and it was a route info destination during Season 11, the first All-Star season. Brad fact!
Oh, okay.
Next statement. This race traveled to the country where the first American season of Survivor was filmed.
Is that season 18?
Unfortunately, it was once again Season 24. The country was Malaysia, and specifically Borneo in Malaysia. That's where the first season of Survivor was filmed, and that's where you visited during Leg 3 of Amazing Race All-Stars. Brad fact!
I didn't know that. I appreciate the education.
My pleasure. I'm always happy to share my Amazing Race Brad facts with actual amazing racers. All right, Flight Time, your next Amazing Race statement is... This race featured a detour with the options feed the fire or feed the buffalo.
Feed the fire or feed the buffalo. Season 18?
Season 18 is correct, and that detour occurred during Leg 7 in India. Brad fact.
Okay.
You now have 3 points. Here comes your next statement, Flight Time. A pit stop location during this race was made famous in a 1965 Academy Award-winning movie.
All right, that was season 18.
That is Season 18, correct. The Leg 8 pit stop in Austria was the Villa Trapp, which was the original Trapp family home made famous by The Sound of Music. Brad fact. Flight Time, you now have 4 points, and you only need 3 more points to win. Next statement. On both Legs 1 and 2 of this race, there was no detour featured, only a roadblock.
I'm trying to flash back to these first couple of seasons, so I am just going to roll the dice, and I'm going to say season 15.
Well, that was a lucky roll because Season 15 is the correct answer.
All right.
You now have 5 points, which means you need 2 more correct answers in order to be victorious, and there are 3 statements left. Here comes the next one. This race featured a racer who would eventually go on to win a season of Survivor.
Oh, this was the twin. It was season 24?
Season 24 is correct. That's right, one of the twinnies, Natalie Anderson, went on to win the 29th season of Survivor, Survivor San Juan del Sur. Brad fact.
The winner of Survivor San Juan del Sur, Natalie.
You now have 6 points, which means you only need 1 more correct answer to win the game, Flight Time.
All right. 2 more questions, right?
That's right, you have 2 statements left, so you only need to answer 1 out of the 2 correctly, and this is your next statement. Of the 3 races that you competed on, this race featured an unaired U-turn.
An unaired U-turn?
Yes.
As in, they didn't show it?
Yeah, so there was a U-turn on the race course, but it was not shown on TV.
All right, let's see. I don't know which one it is, but I am going to say that was season 18.
It was actually Season 15. During Leg 3 in Vietnam, Lance and Carey blind U-turned Sam and Dan, but Sam and Dan had already passed the U-turn point. So since they were unaffected by the U-turn, it went unaired. Brad fact.
All right.
So Flight Time, it all comes down to the last statement. Get this right, and you win this game. Of which race is it? Of the 3 races that you competed on, it's the only one that traveled to Oceania.
Well, I'm going to have to roll the dice again and say season 18.
Well, Oceania is a geographic location that includes Australia, and you traveled to Australia during Season 18, which means Season 18 is correct. You got it!
All right.
Congratulations, Flight Time. You have won this game. Of which race is it?
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's always nice to win. I finally won something related to the Amazing Race.
Well, after running 3 seasons of the actual Amazing Race and being a contestant on an Amazing Race edition of The Price is Right, I'm happy and honored to know that my game was what finally gave Flight Time his first Amazing Race related win.
I appreciate it, man.
And that was the game of the day. Which race is it? Which race is it?